this Bay Area music culture as well, because we were in the center. We're like in that Central Valley, right?
Dude, we so were, especially where we lived in between Sacramento and the Bay Area. Like the music from from how we grew up, man. Like where we were at our time in our lives. Because what are you, 37, 38?
38.
Okay, I'm 38 too. And so, like, where we grew up in our lives at that particular time with music, with Papa Roach getting famous and the shows at Three Oaks, like, that's like it's like a memory and a feeling that no one could take away from us. You know, even with your band playing Paradigm Shift back then, it was called, when you were in Paradigm Shift, no one could take that feeling away from us. In fact, I remember seeing you play at Stars. Wasn't it like a battle of the bands you played at Stars, the bowling alley?
Oh, it's funny you brought that up, dude, because so I got a funny story about that. So, like, I never got to play there. I never got to play there again after that, okay? Let me explain why. So, here's what happened. We ended up setting up this show, right, with the thing. I go and I promote this show, right? And I promoted the hell out of this show. Like, I went all over the place. I, like, took flyers from all the way from Vallejo. I went to schools all over the place, from Vallejo all the way down to freaking, where was it? As far as, like, Davis, right? And so we said, oh, yeah, because they had this thing where they were going to give, like, each kid, like, it was like a stay-over type thing where it was going to go through the night, and they were going to give them, like, pizza and all this stuff. Well, like, so many kids came that there was, like, a huge line, like, wrapping the entire place. It completely sold out, like, right, like, hell, like, quick. It was, like, crazy. Like, so instantly this place is, like, so fucking packed. So then the people that put this on, they're like, dude, we can't do this. We can't even let this many kids in. Like, we're capacity's crazy. Like, and they got mad at me for doing it and was like, oh, you couldn't do that.
Well, the thing is about you is you've always been a promoter. Like, whether it's you or another band, you promote. I remember you running around promoting Paradigm Shift. Like, you were just so excited about it, dude. Like, you were so excited, and I think people loved that.
What's funny is Malcontent, like, we had, like, this little thing where we would get shows and we put all these things up, and then we'd see, like, some Malcontent dudes, like, putting up ones, too, and it was just funny because we would all do the same kind of little thing back when we were kids.
You know what I want to
do?
You know what I want to do, dude? I want to play these two songs back to back real quick, end this podcast, and then do a part 2 with your country music. How does that sound?
Not the country music, because it's not ready.
Not tonight, another night.
See, because you don't see one of the things too, is kind of like these other, so the music has other artists attached to things, right?
Okay.
And just like Juan is attached, and actually Todd's a little bit attached, because that last song he kind of actually wrote that very first, the intro and the outro to that on the guitar lines. I performed it on the recording. I performed it and I perfected it, but he helps write those two parts. And like I told him, I was giving him that credit for that. And so what it is too is that when I did the country songs, right, I was doing it with my buddy from a band called Skin Lab, and his name's Snake. His real name, his name is Steve Green. And we got together during this period of time when I was kind of like getting off of drinking alcohol. I was kind of in a little dark period. I even stopped doing music for
Do you think that being in a dark period helps you lyrically? Like, do you thrive off of lyrics and writing music? Because I know you're married, you have kids. Do you think like in a dark period you write better music, or do you feel like you write music the best whenever you just get in your head? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a dark period or a good period.
I think it depends on the listener. When it comes down to it, the only thing that matters is the fan. And so that's where we get into that diversity of music. Like myself, I want to try to like do something that is very like similar. Actually, like I want to kind of have this like thrash kind of vibe and like kill something out like that where I'm doing this kind of style. But when you look at the listener and you look at the actual fans, I think that they start to want you to actually venture off into some other kind of styles as well. That's why I think Juan really loves this project, because he don't actually see this as thrash metal. And when I talked to him about it, I'm like, this is thrash metal. It's not really thrash metal.
I would not say it's thrash metal myself either. It's because it's not. I'd say it's just hard rock. It's metal, but it's like hard rock. I wouldn't say it's thrash metal, because to me thrash metal is like punk and like death metal mixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, like my intro song is kind of like it's like thrash metal. I would put you into hard rock, hard rock, soft metal. Like, there's definitely a very metal edge to it. But I would say it's more hard rock, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thrash to me is not what you do. Thrash to me is a little bit different.
I think it is. It's a thrash progressive. But
okay, I can go with thrash progressive.
And like artistically, it's very analytically and poet. Like a lot like Tupac. Like, the approach to things like more like Tupac.
Okay.
I did study that. I studied a lot about music and writing and pretty much performing arts. My entire life. One of the biggest.
I'll say this, Charlie. You are a very interesting person. A very well-spoken, a very musically inclined person, and everyone who gets to know you, like, I'm lucky that I know you personally in real life. We haven't talked, obviously, for a while, besides us finally reconnecting on Facebook, and I didn't even recognize you with your hair turned from blonde to red, so that was weird.
I don't even know it happened, dude.
It's so weird. But here's what we're going to do. We only have one. I want to do a second podcast, but I want to do your country music. So we have one more song to play tonight because we only have 7 minutes left. Do you want to do Cadence of Death, or do you want to do Mental Suffocation? I love Mental Suffocation, by the way. But it's on you.
I say let's do Mental Suffocation.
All right. We'll do Cadence of Death when we do the country one. To start it off, so we're still rock and roll, and then we'll do the country ones after that. Let's do Cadence of Death.
I'm not sure when the country one's going to quite be able to be done, though.
That's fine. Hey, you brother.
The reason why is because I have to get a hold of Snake and see Snake Green, right? We got to finish that. Hey, we're kind of in the middle of that. But he's also working on an album for 2 different bands.
Hey, here's what we're going to do. We'll do it when we do it. I'm going to play Mental Suffocation right now. Mental Suffocation. I do know this song is dope. I'm going to play it right now. Let's go.
Falling down and I can't wait. Darkness are clouding the way. Chalklands are lining the dead where they lay. Feeble society molding their brains. Hollowing hatred that feeding their pains. My world is under collapse. In the darkness, fade to the black. The walls are closing in. I'm in the darkness and I am fading. And I know in my mind I'm fading. In my mind I'm fading into the black. Mental suffocation, driving me crazy again. Feeding the darkness within our minds. I died when the darkness kept me alive. Mental suffocation, driving me crazy again. Feeding the darkness within our minds. I died. The darkness kept me alive. When the darkness kept you alive. When the darkness kept us alive.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing, dude. You're fucking onto something, and that is what matters. Do we literally have 1 minute left only? Let everyone know how to find your music right now. I know you're not on iTunes yet. How can they find you? Give me your website. Give them whatever you have.
Charlie William Jocabs Facebook, and I have Chemical Messiah Complex artist page, Charlie 8 God, and it's like Charlie and 8, the number 8, God.
I love that the fact that you did this randomly tonight, dude. And you know what? We're about to hang up here in about 30 seconds, but I want to let you know. Don't hang up the phone, though. Stay on the phone with me, okay?
No, dude, it's all good. I want to say something about something. I want to say I love Oklahoma, and I love the people out there in Oklahoma. I wish I could actually be in Oklahoma, and I love all the artists that come out of Oklahoma, country music and stuff. It's just like amazing. You know what I mean?
Hey, bro, we gotta go. We gotta go. But hold on, stay right there on the phone.
Dude,